Hello, everyone. My name is Flavia. I talk today from Lisbon in Portugal, and I'm part of the Art and Feminism team, and I'm very happy that you all came today. We're going to start it slow, and as Kira said, hopefully more people join us. We're very happy to celebrate Wikidata's 30th birthday today with you. And also because today we want to make this announcement to you that Art and Feminism is pivoting to Wikidata. So Miranda, if you can share the next slide. So before that, I'm going to talk a little bit about our practice for improved access. So today's session is going to be very brief, but we want to remember that it's important for you to say your name before you speak, to make pause for access, and to turn your captions if that's the case, and pay attention to the chat. Miranda is also helping us today with the chat, and you can introduce yourself in the chat. You can make questions in the chat. Every time that possible, would like to describe images on screen, and please utilize the space in whatever way it works for you, with your camera on, with your camera off. You can sit, you can stand, etc. Feel comfortable. Next slide, please, Miranda. So we believe in brave, friendly spaces. This is something that we also like to talk in every session that we have. To say that the goal of the session is to create and encourage a space for collective learning. And this is require an intentional behavior wherein participants are conscious of and accountable for the effect of their statement and actions on others. We respect our experiences and the experiences of others and recognize that we can't do this work without one another. So today we agree to hold each other accountable to foster brave, friendly space. And here we have some links to help you all if you want more information on that. Miranda, please. Thank you, and I'm sorry. So as I start saying, today we are very happy not only to celebrate Wikidata, but also to make this announced to our community that we are pivoting to Wikidata. And the reason why we're doing that is because AR and smart technologies are increasingly pulling from Wikidata. And when a data is incomplete or biased, it has ripple effects across the internet. And we decided that to meet this moment, we are pivoting and focusing on this project. Please, Miranda, if you can pass to another slide. So I want to give just a brief overview of Wikidata. This is just the screenshot of the main page of Wikidata, and I encourage and recommend all of you that perhaps don't know yet or are not very familiar to access the website. If someone can put the link here in the chat, will be great. Also, it will be interesting if you guys can tell and write in our chat how much experience do you have in Wikidata, if you have any or not. We understand that many people in our community are used to Wikipedia, but not so much on Wikidata. So it will be nice also to know a little bit more about you. And just to give a brief context, Wikidata is a free, collaborative, and structured database that stores information that support not only Wikimedia projects, such as Wikipedia, but also several other external websites and tools that we use on our daily day. It is a central data repository that anyone can edit, the same way as Wikipedia, and it have its own community of its own community of editors, the same way as Wikipedia also have. So the goal of Wikidata is to collect and provide structured data, like the factual pieces of information that together help us tell a story. So for example, Lisbon is the capital of Portugal, And WikiGLAM is a conference on Wikimedia movement. And Flavia, May, Flavia is a Wikimedian. All these pieces of information, very factual, together they help me to tell you that today I talk from Lisbon because I am here attending to WikiGLAM, this conference, very important in the Wikimedia movement. So this is for us to have a notion of how Wikidata works in terms of information. And all these pieces of data, all these verifiable informations, they are under free license, the same way as we have on Wikipedia. We have the license of Creative Commons CC0, and it makes this content free to be used without any restriction. So, as you already know or imagine, Wikidata is a very powerful tool for researchers, for AI systems, but also for everyone who is interested in help to build free knowledge online. So, happy birthday, Wikidata, and happy birthday to all of us who want to contribute to this platform. I'm going to invite my colleague Zita now so she can go deeper in this conversation and explain more to you about Wikidata. Zita, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Flavia, and thank you all for joining us to celebrate Wikidata's 13th birthday. My name is Zita, and I work with Flavia as a leadership advisor with Art+Feminism. As Flavia already shared in the previous screen, you could see that there are currently over 100 million data items on Wikidata. And this data is being used by researchers, cultural institutions, and digital platforms worldwide to connect information and to make sense of the information that's on Wikidata. I think it's very important to note that the data that is stored on Wikidata is structured, and so it makes it easy to query, and that gives it the possibility to be searchable across Wikipedia, Google Knowledge Panels, and hundreds of other platforms that query Wikidata. And this ability of it being searchable makes it easy for your collections to be discovered. So if you are a GLAM institution and you are wondering how or what can I do with Wikidata, why does it matter to your work, one of the benefits you could gain is an increased discoverability for your collections. It's also worth noting that the data that is on Wikidata can be used by apps and websites, including being integrated with Wikipedia. And this is used by search services, including Google, Siri, and others. So if you've wondered why most of the time, if you search for information, Wikipedia is the first link that pops up, it's because of the search engine optimization feature of Wikipedia, Wikidata. So if your collections are on Wikidata, it makes it easy for people to search and find and find these collections. Another thing about Wikidata is its linked data ability, in the sense that if you connect your collections to global cultural heritage data, it creates meaningful relationships between artworks, artists, historical events, and locations. So, for instance, if you are a library, if your library has a unique identifier or an authority file for a person or a place, they can add that to the relevant Wikidata item. And this means you can go to a Wikidata item about the person who has an archive at your library. And you could search if this person also has maybe a photo at a national portrait gallery, and you could search for other things or other libraries. Wikidata also is multilingual. it's available in about 300 plus languages. And so that also helps you to expand your international audience. The infrastructure on which Wikidata runs is very sustainable in the sense that it runs on Wikibase, which is an open source software, and this software is being managed by the Wikimedia Foundation. It has long-term stability and security, so there's no need for you to worry about the security or compromise of your data. Next slide, please. As you can see from this map, which shows that there are currently about 85,000 cultural heritage institutions on Wikidata. The yellow marks indicate the institutions that joined Wikidata from its inception, which is these yellow marks are about 35,000 institutions. I cannot mention all the names of the institutions that are currently on Wikidata, but I think some of them worth noting are the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Rijksmuseum, the National Library of Wales, and the Smithsonian Institution. All these renowned institutions have successfully integrated their data into Wikidata, and that has enhanced their scholarly engagement. So, if you are a GLAM institution or if you work in a GLAM institution, we encourage you to take advantage of the many benefits and possibilities that Wikidata offers. Next slide, please. Now, if you're curious to learn more about Wikidata and how you can work with Wikidata as somebody who works in a GLAM institution, we are preparing some resources to help guide you. And next slide, please. We have several conversation and workshop series coming up. As you can see from the screen, one of them will be taking place on the 18th of November. And I think this session, the Armenia community is going to be sharing some successful case studies of how they've worked with GLAM institutions around Wikidata. And there's also going to be a community support session on November, 20th November, about how to organize an art and feminism event. Hopefully, this provide more insight and guidance to support you in your art and feminism event. And we also have a very interesting session coming up on the 5th of December about feminist structured data. And this conversation would be with Whose Knowledge. If you're curious about Wikidata, if you're curious about working with Wikidata or integrating your collections on Wikidata, I really do hope that you join any of these sessions or all of these sessions. And now to the fun point, to the fun part, I would pass it on to Flavia.
Thanks, Zita. Thanks for a great presentation. So yeah, we prepare an activity for today that we hopefully give this sense of how Wikidata works. We wanted something light and fun, so we decided that we are going to draw a cake together. And for that, I'm gonna put, thanks Miranda, this link on the chat. It's a tool that we all can access and create. I'm gonna create a specific project for us so we can all give a little bit to this big picture that is going to be our anniversary cake. So let me share with you. And I'm gonna put the link of our project here on the chat. If you can access and tell me if you can see each other on this project. So I am sure that you all going to the same place and that it's working.
This is Kira. Floppy, do
And
you want to share screen?
yeah, I can share my screen. I just, okay. So it will be nice if we find a way to divide ourselves in groups so we know what to do together. Let me just share my screen. Great, so I can see you all already here. And I'm gonna try, for example, we're gonna click on this pencil right next to the letter on here on the top menu. I don't know, you probably can see me here. And I'm going to, when we click the colors, can you see the more colors opening when I click?
Yes.
Yes. So for example, I'm gonna click on this brown just to imagine a chocolate base. So it will be nice if on the chat we can create some people who want to do the cake, others to do some balloons around. The idea is to create a 3-layering cake with some coloring filling. For example, green. I see someone using green. And then we can make the candles on top of the cake. Oh, you guys are doing well. I don't feel like I need to organize that too much. It looks already very collaborative. Oh, it looks so cute. Is there anyone finding some difficulty in doing that? Because you can ask in the chat.
I can't get the colors. I have been trying to click.
Yeah, so it's you can see on the left side of your screen the colors, right?
Yes, I can see the.
So when you click in one of those colors, just click with a regular button, it will open for you the select color, and then you click it again. When you click for the second time, you can see more colors. You can see, for example, red, and then the red comes here. If I don't know if you can see my mouse, and I
Yes,
click
yes.
red, and now I have different tones of red, and I can do that to all the colors. I can see some people being very faithful to Wikidata colors, which I like it.
What of the pencil down that is written annotate? There
You
is a
can see,
pencil.
yes, there is the pencil
Okay,
on top.
yes, I can use that pencil, but it's not carrying my name.
I can see an error. Can you say the back can? The pencil is the number 7. Can you see?
I can see my name come out here. Oh,
Oh,
the
it's
pencil.
looking great.
I'm going to look for it again. Okay.
I really hope we are able to save this. It will be a nice adding on Commons. Oh, I don't know who Authentic Pigeon is, but doing amazing work.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna take a picture of the cake just in case.
All right. Beautiful cake.
Ooh, the logo's a nice touch.
Yeah.
beautiful hair.
Oh, it looks so great. I feel like we can use our music now. Everyone, I think it's really looking amazing. I know we all having fun and we don't want to rush anyone, but I think this is great to be saved. And maybe we can upload on Commons. What do you tell me about it? I think that will be very nice. We also want to thank you all for coming today. I think it's a wrap. If you agree with me, how do you feel, Zita? Yeah, I think it's a beautiful wrap for the day today. We just want to thank again for everyone to come. I'm very happy the way this cake turned out. I think it shows how we are so good at working collectively, right? Because we thought we had to organize more this activity, but it's beautiful and everyone just jump in. Um, so yeah, I think it really express the power of the projects and the movement that we work with. And that's it for us. I think it's a wrap.